Hello everyone, I'm your host Thomas28 and welcome back to The Winter Rescue. So, not much has happened since the last episode. Generally in the early game, I don't really skip anything, I just wait until I can get recording again. So, taking a look at the quest book at Settle Down and Get Ready, we're going to start moving into whatever these are. Barrel, fill it up, clay vessel for making looks like copper, ceramic bucket, I'm guessing this is made from clay. How much clay do I have? None, because I used it all to make chests. I could probably go get some more. How much will I need a bucket? I mean, that's useful for moving water around, but that's about it. And then the barrel is going to be for drinkable water. Snowshoes. Okay, these are actually going to be very useful, I think, because I started sinking in the snow over there, but I'm not sure how much traveling we have to do. Mycelium caves. Interesting. Must be warm over there then. Mostly because, you know, what's the word? Mushrooms like to grow in the heat, not the cold. Anyways, though, there are a couple of little things we can get finished off here, like the Master Craftsman. Make any hammer. Does this one I have not count? How many different hammers are there? Hammer. Quite a lot. Must be for different things. The Winter Rescue, and this one is requesting Tetra hammers. Should be easy enough if I can make them out of stone. Wooden hammer. Cobblestone. Where's my cobble? That's all my cobblestone? Well, I guess the chests were used to make all the cobblestone. Huh. I guess I didn't think about that. Well, luckily I did set up the little cobblestone mine over here, so that shouldn't be an issue. Just grab a ooh, what is that? I actually didn't check this. What ore is this? Oh, this is copper. Nice, we're gonna need that. And you get quite a lot of it. Or is that the normal amount? I'm actually not sure. It's been so long since I've actually played vanilla Minecraft, I always forget these like simple vanilla mechanics. And it's mostly because I kind of missed the era that a lot of this stuff was added in the past couple of years. Because I think I played the most from like 2012 to 2016, and then maybe a little bit more in 2017 and 2018, mostly modded, and then I played some more Minecraft. I don't quite remember. And I went up for the stone and didn't grab the stone. Nice. And it was mostly because I used to have a pretty large friend group that I played Minecraft with, but I've long since like haven't been in contact with those people, which is why I haven't really played vanilla Minecraft in a long time since I started the channel, as of last year. Yeah, because by the time this video comes out, it'll have been more than a year since the channel started, which is pretty cool. But I'm glad I did. Been having a lot of fun exploring all the new stuff from Minecraft and trying out every single new mod pack. Getting an upgrade. Basic one done. Alright, now we can make the hammer. Wooden hammer, hammer. Done. Hollow spear. At a touch, the spear projects diagrams and glyphs onto nothingness. Interesting. Huh, cool. Blades, materials, crossbows, shields. Craft. Stirst. Cyst. Okay. Not sure what this is for. Tool belts. Craft tool belts. Belt. Slot. Potion bags. Interesting. And are these tools? Binding head, socket. Huh, interesting. I've never seen this mod before. It's actually a little scary. I'm gonna put those away for now. Using a hammer to right-click on a crafting table to transform into a crafting station. The crafting station is the core of tool crafting. Notably, you can craft a spear. Can I still use it as a regular crafting table? Modular beginning. Huh. I don't yet know how to use this. Okay, well I'm going to need another regular crafting table then. That's a little annoying, because now I can't make a new axe. Okay, so let me make a new crafting table. Because I'm not actually sure how to use this guy. At least not yet. A day of the tool master. Here we go. Holosphere. The sphere is an encyclopedia of materials, allowing you to view data on various materials when used for different components. Level up. A hammer cannot hammer itself. Alright, this is quite a lot of information, but it looks like it's mostly locked behind iron tools. Well, not iron, bronze tools. So we're going to continue going through here until we can actually make use of that. As you can see, it is down here, and it shouldn't be that difficult, as long as it all kind of makes sense. Now we are going to need a bit more clay. Luckily we have shovels for that, so it's not really an issue. But that does mean I have to go back over here when it's freezing cold out, so hopefully we don't freeze to death. But it really hard to say if it'll be an issue. Oh, perfect. There's clay right here. I was like, is that clay? It's kind of hard to tell under all this ice. Mostly because it's covered with this thin ice. Okay, and I really don't want to touch the water because the water is freezing cold. Can I turn this into... Yeah, if you're wet, I'm sure that makes you a lot colder. See if we can get some... Oh, nothing. Nothing. Use the snow to block off the water stream here. Clay permafrost. So this is the one we're going to have to melt, but the rest of the clay I should be able to get pretty easily. Alright, a stack of clay, almost 2 stacks, should be good enough for now to get things going. It looks like the kiln took, what, 6 or maybe 5? So if we need more, luckily it seems like this riverbed has quite a lot. It's just annoying having to go through the water. But as long as we're not actually taking any damage from being cold, we should be fine. Let's see here. So, we did unlock some more knowledge stuff from Dave the Miner, because we got 64 clay balls, and it does tell you where you get it. Occasionally you find it under the widespread ice sheets on land. Frozen rivers or lush caves, however, have much larger amounts of mud. So let's go ahead and make ourselves one clay vessel. I wonder how this works. Do you have to fire this? I assume you do. Sneak it. Okay, I think I understand how to use these. It's a little annoying, but I think I get it. So we're actually going to need a ton of clay. So I wonder if there's a way to make... Yeah, we can make clay, can't we? Because we have create. So clay can actually be made by turning sand into clay balls, and sand can be made from crushing stuff, crushing gravel, and then gravel can be made by crushing cobblestone, and then that can be made... Required research or crushing. So we're going to have to unlock that later, but then it... Thought I heard something. But it will be possible. But, for right now, it wants us to make copper and get tin. Raw tin, and I haven't seen any raw tin in a while, so we might have to go caving. But in the meantime, it looks like all you have to do is take some wood. It was wood, right? Let me double check. So you take the wood... Yep. And then do I need coal for this? Looks like you do need coal. So all we have to do is take the copper, the clay vessel in this, shift right click, put you down, add the straw, add the logs, then how do I add the copper? Or do I put it in the vessel? Oh, okay, I see it. Can I put more than 1 copper in here? So you can do 3 copper and 1 tin to make bronze, but for the quest we will need just 1 bronze ingot. 1 copper ingot. So we do 1 copper, 1 piece of charcoal. So now it's inside. Now we put that in the ground, straw, then put our logs, add our fire sticks, and now when that's finished, we should have a piece of copper. What's that sound? I heard something break. Huh, where'd that come from? That's weird. Now we just need to locate a source of tin, which means we need a cave. Which means I could probably head over here, because that did say it's a mycelium cave. Probably a good place to start looking. There's the cave. And looks like mobs do spawn underground, just not above ground. Interesting. Okay, that's really annoying. Just gotta get used to it. Now that's copper. So what does tin look like? That might be iron. Might be easier to go on that side of the mountain. See if we can get... Oh, there's no point in bringing oak logs because I can't actually use them as planks. Is that a spider? I think that's a spider down there with the glowing eyes. Would make sense. Let's see if we can find ourselves some tin. What is that? Mud permafrost. Is that tin or is that zinc? I believe that's zinc. Insight has risen. Cool. Now there are glowberries, so if this is a lush cave, we can also probably find a good amount of... Wait, bauxite. Bauxite turns into bauxite block. Crushed bauxite. Bauxite dust. Interesting. Okay, I was thinking bauxite was like a different ore entirely. Ah, here we go. Tin. So it looks like this. And I'm hearing lava. I wonder if lava will degrade over time into obsidian in this pack. Yep, and here's all the mycelium. Interesting. Not seeing a lot of tin, though. I am going to take some of this bauxite, though, because I feel like it'll be important. Okay, it looks like it's quite big, so I can probably just come back for that later. Because for now, we just need the tin. Luckily, we can make tin ingots. Do I need that for anything specifically? So no. So it looks like tin ingots are only used to make bronze. So I only have to worry about smelting it in the kiln. I don't have to do anything else with it. Now, glowberries are free food, but I'm not seeing... Why do creepers look like that? Looks like a machine instead of a organic creature. So let's see if we can find some more tin. There might be some over there. Copper and tin look very similar, doesn't it? And I think I see some tin right there. Okay, so tin is this brownish looking one, while copper is more reddish. More tin. There's the lava. Mushrooms. Mushrooms is definitely a good sign of food. What is that? Kaolin block. Not sure I know what kaolin is. Oh, that's raw iron. Now what is kaolin? Kaolin. Quest completed. Kaolin block. Crushed kaolin. Kaolin dust. Fire clay. Okay, so we have to mix kaolin dust and bauxite with clay to make fire clay. Interesting. I don't know what that's for yet, but it's probably for something. I thought I heard a mob. I have no weapons, so fighting anything right now could be very dangerous. Huh, stone bricks. Interesting. There's a ladder. I wonder where that leads. Blizzard warning. Okay, I'm guessing I need to stay inside for that. And I'm guessing that's also what that means on the top bar there. That means it's a blizzard. I thought it was just like snowing. The temperature is starting to drop by quite a lot. I think I need to head home. Alright, there's the blizzard. Yeah, I think I need to... Oh yeah, that's actually terrible. Visibility dropped dramatically. It's actually getting a bit warmer. That's weird. Maybe it's not that bad. I thought the temperature was going to start to drop. But maybe it's going to make snow start to pile up, and if I get stuck in the snow, that could be the cause of my death. See, it's a good thing we have a mini-map, so I can kind of navigate around better. But now I gotta get down. There's the ship, so we're not that far. I need to go this way. Alright, well then, other than the visibility dropping, it actually doesn't seem too bad. Generally, in a blizzard, the most dangerous thing is the snow buildup, but if it doesn't actually add snow to the environment, it's really not that difficult. And it looks like just by staying near a torch, it actually keeps the surrounding area pretty warm. Anyways, let's check on our copper here. Cracked vessel with 1 ingot. How do I open this? Oh, you just right-click it. Nice. Okay, so we're definitely going to need quite a lot of clay here to make more of these, along with more charcoal. So now we take this. We put in 3 copper. Where's my tin? 1 piece of charcoal. Now we need wood. I'm going to need more hay. And our fire starters. You go, not enough fuel. What? No fuel. Oh, so does it take 2 bronze? Interesting. It's only showing 1. But I guess maybe it needs 2 in there. Can I do... No, you can't mix and match. Can I take this out and put that in there? No. Okay, so we're going to need more charcoal. Can I turn oak into charcoal using the... I want to see, do the regular furnace recipes still apply? Smelting. Actually, why am I checking that? I could just check the usage on here, smelting. No, that just makes ash. So we can't make charcoal that way. So all charcoal has to come from this method here, which means I cannot make bronze yet. But during a blizzard, there's not much I could do otherwise, so let's make a bunch of bronze. We also need to take our vines and continue converting that. And how do I make charcoal again? Oh, right, it was this in there to make a log pile. Then I need to cover it and light it on fire. Alright, log pile, log pile. Man, the snow is really coming down hard. Grab a little bit of dirt. Grab our sticks. Light you on fire. Light you on fire. Cover that. Come on, lights. There we go. Cover that one. Okay, that's 2 pieces of the charcoal. Actually, 6, I think. I think you get 6 out of it. Evening weather forecast. Tonight, -53. Midnight, -47. Blizzard expected tomorrow. Alright, so it's staying pretty cold. Luckily, we're still alive. Well, luckily, during a blizzard, it gives you time to sit down and look at crafting recipes. So I can make fish bones by combining flint and bone, which will let me make hay wrap. Oh, let me grab the other string. I think I have some left over in here. To make this, to make that. Now we can make hay wrap. And then I can wrap that on other parts of my body. Because currently we just have it on the head, which gives us insulation, but the temperature is starting to drop by quite a lot, so I need to get a bit warmer. We are going to need a lot more straw, though, in order to keep making these. What is that blue line? Is that experience? I think it is. But I can tell the temperature is starting to drop a lot more, and I'm not sure when that's going to become an issue. Can I put multiple? Oh, you can. Interesting. Okay, so now that we're wearing hay wrap all over our body, we're actually staying a bit warm. We're just slightly above freezing, but if I start the campfire, it's actually not too bad. It might mean, let's see, if we go outside, we're slightly above 0, which is good. That means we can keep foraging outside. I don't have to stay indoors during this blizzard. I can actually keep working. Okay, the charcoal is going to take quite a while. In the meantime, I need to collect more vines and stone to make some more stone chests, because we can't unlock the... We can't unlock better chests for a while. Okay, we're definitely getting cold. I see the things on the side of the screen. So let's head back indoors and light this campfire. See if we can cure ourselves of this frost. Grab my charcoal briquette. Throw that in there. We can convert all of the rotten wood into sticks. So we're going to light this. And convert some of this peat permafrost into peat. And we're going to use that to make torches. And it doesn't look like the fatigue is going away. And I can't tell why. Maybe it's our nutrition? I'm not actually sure. Okay, there it goes. So it's definitely a matter of temperature. Oh, okay, I think I get it now. So the blue bar where the experience usually goes is our level of frost. As it starts to rise, we get very cold. If it gets too high, we start getting debuffs. By staying very warm, it starts to go back down. Now I wonder, if we get extremely warm, will that actually fill it with like orange? Because it looks like it doesn't, what's the word? It seems like just staying above freezing isn't good enough. We need to stay hot. Okay, cool. So the clay vessel will show you how much fuel is needed. So charcoal obviously gives you 8. So to make it function, you need to do that. So now I need straw. We're going to need my wood. What happened to all Did I throw all my logs into the campfire? I think that's what I did. Okay, so we place you in here. Add the straw. I need more straw. Add the straw. Add the logs. Light the logs on fire. And let it go. So now when that's done, we'll have our first piece of bronze. What is that? That's planks. Interesting. Oh, I forgot. I actually need to harvest vines too. So I should start using this knife. But what is this? It looks like a house of some kind. It even has a door. Ooh. Actually, if I wear this, it might actually make me freeze to death, right? Oh no, it's pretty good. Oh, but there's no cold resistance. 500 insulation. Yeah, it's not that great. But there is free goodies in here, like the stone cutter. Don't think I can use the grindstone for anything, but I could always check. Let's see, grindstone. There's no recipes. Sleeping bags. Nice. Wooden boxes, a small garage, abandoned package. Interesting. I think if I crack them open, they drop stuff. I don't have space in my inventory though, so I'm gonna come back for these. Ooh, a barrel. I am taking this guy, along with a bunch of free stuff. Okay, I'm taking these drying racks, that's for sure. Oh, but my inventory is too full. Okay, I can put the torches, and then I'm gonna take these drying racks, and then I'm gonna come back over here. Now I should be able to make a quick waypoint. Perfect. And I'll come back. How do I crack this? There we go. 4 bronze ingots. Why didn't that finish the quest? Bronze ingots? Do I have to click this one? No. Oh, because we need 8 copper ingots to finish off this quest. That's annoying. For mineral generation, yada yada. So to actually unlock this, we need 8, which is kind of a waste. Or do I use copper for anything else? Oh, create is in this mod, so we actually use copper for quite a lot. It's just annoying that I can't use this, well, not use that. Can I make more than 1 copper at a time? Raw copper. Okay, well they certainly don't make it easy. So to do any kind of copper processing, I have to use these kilns for now. Okay, so you can actually do more than 1 copper ingot at a time. It just takes more fuel. And it looks like using the clay vessels, a piece of charcoal is really only good for 2 ingots. So it's actually pretty expensive. Now, I still need a lot more straw. So I'm going to have to harvest some of that. Luckily, there are a lot of bushes and trees over there. But I think I'm going to wait for... Oh, they finished. Nice. So let me grab this. Grab this stone. I should be able to make 2 more chests. And that should give us a lot more space, so I can actually store this stuff. Alright, now let's see what we can get. So we got to bust these open with an axe. No free chests. That's not great. But a busted iron packs. Creosoted sawdust briquette. Some rusted iron. Rusted copper. Iron fence remains, compressed biscuits, suggested cook with water. How do you do that? How do you cook with water? Dry. It does seem edible though. Random seeds, packed nuts, dried wolfberries, rye dough. So I think I could just throw that on the campfire to make some bread. Nice. And that's about it. Oh, I forgot about this one too. I will take that one. That's a free barrel. along with rawhide frozen boar meat, which can be cooked on the campfire to make boar meat, and then you can cook that into cooked boar meat, which is food. Is that a building? That looks like a structure. It's made out of wood. What is this? Maybe there's more loot inside. Yeah, this is like a little cabin. Odd mark. Pile of bones. We'll take those. Odd mark. Looks like that doesn't do anything. Abandoned package. Limed coal. Another box. Leather bindings. Nice. We'll always take free stuff. Pretty good upgrade. Adds like 50. Another pot. Blood. Okay, that seems to be everything here. Looks like just another little spot someone got stuck in. Pretty sad. More mushrooms though. Interesting. So there are definitely a lot of structures littered around the landscape that are hard to see from a distance. So while we wait for the remaining bronze to finish cooking up, let's go ahead and smash this into some copper plates. I think it's working. Should be working. Copper ingot. Unless I'm doing something wrong. Copper plate. Processed using primitive technology. Hammered on a stump on a stone. Oh, it's 2 ingots. There we go. Yield 1 plate. Now we can use this plate to go ahead and make our research table, which will take some slabs and some planks. So it's honestly pretty easy. But I'm pretty sure... Where's my... Do I not have any other... Oh, there we go. Planks. I was about to say, because I need to crack this guy into some more planks, then crack the planks into slabs. Now we put that together, and we should be able to make ourselves... That's too many stuff. Let me type... Desk? That's what it was called? Drawing desk. Bam. 1 drawing desk. And there's too much snow here. Research progress. No selected research. All paperwork. How does this work? Research relationships. Rescue. Living. Production. R's. Exploration. Okay, how do I get better chests? That's what I want to know. Energy core repurposing. Experiment materials. Tech points 1000. Needed insight 1 out of 10. Tech points. Where is this measured? Although I have some basic knowledge and can craft some simple items, it's not enough to craft machines or for production. I need to continue researching and exploring to provide better conditions for my survival. Chapter Reclaim the Existing Fruits is now open. Please go to this chapter for details on how to research. Oh, and now I unlocked barrels. Crafting this item requires completing the corresponding research. Oh, I guess I didn't unlock it. I need to get the research first. Reclaiming the existing fruits. Here we go. The research table can be used to view the technology tree and conduct research. Click the technology tree button to open the interface. Click on the research relationships. Click again to open the detailed introduction. Select submit materials and start research to start a research project. Click the pause button to Click the pause research button to cancel the current research. The research progress will be saved. 5 is your inventory. What about all the other ones? Alright, I guess it just skips 3, 4, 7, and 8. Clue, threads interwoven. Charcoal pencil, research points. Here we go. Research can be completed by submitting enough tech points. Tech points need special machines to be acquired. Before you can craft special machines, all research can be unlocked by completing clues. Gotcha, okay. So it's a shortcut, essentially. So if you don't have the clues, you can just spend research points to do it automatically. To complete elementary research papers, you'll need to use charcoal pencils and slate. 2 pieces of charcoal, 2 pieces of stone. I think I have some stone. I do. And we have the charcoal. So we can go ahead and make a charcoal pencil. Make some charcoal. That's a pressure plate. How do I make the slate? Stone, stone. Oh, it is a pressure plate. Why do they call it slate then? Completing higher level research requires using ink pens and paper. And this is the standard one. I have not seen any pulp. Okay, that's going to come later. I was going to say, I haven't seen any sugarcane. So how does this work? So do I just research, living, fungus incubation, warm lining, thermos, portable heat. So I guess we'll start with portable heat sources. Or let me look at the other ones. Improved alloy smelting, acquiring hardware, grinding, refining coal, better storage. So to unlock barrels, which I do want to unlock because they're better than these stone chests, and they're not that expensive. Oh, see, so it's locked, so you can't even see how to craft it yet. We need 2 bronze sheets and 8 planks. So commit material. The place is too dark. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so let me grab the materials first. So grab our bronze. So it said we needed 2... Where's my hammer? There it is. We need 2 bronze plates. And a bunch of planks. So now I should be able to do this research. So if we put in the planks, how do I put these in? Okay, so better storage, commit materials. So now I can close this. Here we go. Require clue. Clues. Examine item bronze sheet, 1 required. Examine item stone chest. Here's a stone chest. How do I examine you? I'll put it back. Stone chest. Where is it? Did I not? Oh, there it is. So through this. Stone chest. So how do I create new paper? Examine item stone chest. Completing a clue can increase research progress by a percentage, and it's often quite significant. The clue will have a corresponding description or hint, usually with a requirement. Complete the requirement in the clue after starting the corresponding research to complete the clue. For example, completing the research paper means completing the minigame in the research interface. If the clue requires you to research or submit an item, place the item in the slot above, then click the button below to research it. Oh. Okay, so you have less stuff in you. Stone chest. Examine. We got the progress. Done, 50%. Now we just need to examine a bronze sheet. So where'd I put my bronze? There we go. Grab this hammer. You go here. Bronze sheet. And now we examine this guy. Research completed. Better storage. Now if I look at the barrel, we can now craft it. And it's crafted using nuggets. So we can use the bronze nugget. So now we can take a bronze ingot. How do we convert this to a nugget? Okay, it's shapeless. Perfect. And we can use that to make more barrels. Nice. And now for further progress, and then it's done. Oh, unclaimed. Claim rewards. It gives you a barrel. Awesome. More storage. You gotta love it. So let me put this stone chest back. Okay, so that's how research works. Interesting. And then you unlock more stuff. Sharpen your relationships, sharpen your tools. Oh, so this is how, because I crafted this. Research outcomes, commit material and start. Finish basic paper. Basic paper. Straw mulch. I don't see basic paper. Finish basic paper. I can't talk either. Finish basic paper. So I'm guessing there is a research in here for basic paper, which I don't see yet. So we're going to go ahead and pause this one. Pause that. Go to exploration, understanding, any kind of stone. I've been hunting for ore veins aimlessly. There must be some more easily way to locate them. Maybe it's time for a field trip. Copper Pro pick. So we need 16 stone. I have 15 exactly. Can I use cobblestone for this? Oh, you can use tough, diorite, granite, infested stone. Perfect, because there's a bunch of tough like all over the place. Research, understanding, commit material, examine item, copper ingot, easy. Copper ingot goes in here. Research completed. Understanding. It doesn't give you anything. It just unlocks the recipe for the Copper Pro pick. Copper Pro. And what does this do? A specialized tool used for geological exploration and mineral discovery. Right-click on the ground while holding it with your main hand, exploring the general ore distribution in a certain area. Interesting. I want to see what that means, so let's go ahead and craft one of these. Copper Pro pick. So now if I... Oh, that's the fire going out. If I right-click, small deep slate zinc ore. And does that just mean it's down there? Let's see, I unlocked more advancements. Oh, there it is. Right-click on a stone to get information about nearby minerals. This prospecting pick has a large range, but the information is rough. If you need other information, you will need the other two prospecting tools. Crafting this item requires completing the research. Geologist hammer. Contain precise mineral information in a small range. Core and spade. Can obtain geological information within a small and deep range. That is, obtain information about rock layers and minerals below the probing location at a certain depth. The copper probing tool has a small depth range. If you need to find deep materials, you might need better techniques. Interesting. So this guy is basically saying, in this area, there's zinc ore. And if I were to come over here and do it, I wonder what it says. So if I come and use it over here, small iron ore. But what does that mean though? Does it mean if you dig straight down, you should find some iron ore? Or does it mean like in a certain distance from this, there's iron ore? I'm gonna have to test that out. Because it's not super explicit on what that means, but it's still quite useful. Okay, I just realized the Copper Pro pick was probably looking at these over here. I completely forgot that I left these over here. So I wonder how big the range is. So if I get rid of these, and then do it again, let's see what it says. Small deep slate coal ore. So there's coal ore somewhere nearby. It's just not super useful because of the range. But I do like the option. That means once I have all three, it should make locating ores a lot easier. Because it seems like this one just tells you in a general area what's around you. Okay, so I crafted the snowshoes. They give me less insulation than the space boots. But I can't sink in snow anymore, and it makes me faster on snow, which is really good. Just a lot less armor though. Actually, it's only one less armor, so it's actually not too bad. But as the sun sets... Oh, wow. Oh, that's really fast. God damn. That's gonna be really annoying though, so I think I need to remove all the snow from the base. Luckily, having torches and sources of heat does remove snow, but for traveling, that'll make it a lot easier, especially when I head out to the forests to harvest a lot of wood. Should make it a lot easier. But now that we've unlocked research, I think this is a good stopping off point. We're gonna have to start gathering a lot of materials to start progressing the rest of this. It wants us to make stuff like kilns, heated cultivation. What is that for? Oh, for funguses, which should let us get some better food sources, because right now, where's my food? Where'd I leave it? Oh, there it is. Military rations. We've been surviving off of berries and military rations, but nothing is growing. So we're gonna reach, what's the word? We're gonna reach a point where I'm not gonna be able to find more berries out in the wild without having to go really far. So we're gonna have to start making mushroom stew from mushrooms, and I think we can actually just eat them as is. No, it doesn't actually let me. They are resistant to snow and blizzards though, which is nice. But to actually make these into food, we do have to combine them with flowers, which we don't have access to yet, but we can find them out in the wild. In addition to that, we also can now upgrade all of our gear to bronze. I think I'm going to go some more exploration, see if I can find some stuff. Okay, that's really annoying. Can I just put a torch on this? And like, will that work? It does, nice. So we continue doing research, because the next one I want to work on is this energy core repurposing. Oh, it only takes 4 copper ingots to actually start that. Nice. So we'll start that next episode and get that done. And I want to keep searching around the general area, because I've gone over here, and found a couple stuff. So I want to check around everywhere else and see if we can find some more early game loot. Oh, there's the village. So yeah, maybe we'll check out the village at the start of the next episode now that we have the snowshoes. It should make going this distance pretty easy. And if there are still villagers out there, then they might be willing to trade with us. But as always, I'm your host, Hamas28, and I'll see you guys next time.